So, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but they came out of the gate on day one. They spent $219 million. That is a lot of scratch. And the first thing they did was they went out there and they fixed the offensive line. I mean, they paid $87 million to Mike McGlinchey. Ben Powers got signed, Zach Allen, Alex Singleton. They got a backup quarterback in Jarrett Stidham. So these guys came out of the woodwork, and the game plan that they have so far, what I'm seeing with these moves is, it seems that Sean Payton is hedging his bets. He's like, you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make sure we can at least run the ball well, just in case Russell Wilson is as bad as he was last year. And we're just going to run the hell out of that ball. I feel like that's all the moves they've been setting up so far. It kind of points to the fact that Sean Payton really wants to run the hell out of the ball and go back to that Seattle Seahawks days of Russell Wilson, right? I can only imagine how Russell Wilson's going to react to that.
Oh, but he can't cook. You're not going to let Russ cook then, Jay. The whole point was to let Russ cook. But no, Jay, you hit the nail on the head. Like, Mike McGlinchey, he's a good offensive lineman. Is he worth how much money they gave him in guarantees? Absolutely not. Like, in pass protection, he gave up a couple of sacks throughout the season. But he is a hell of a run blocker, and these guys are going to be the Denver Broncos pretty much. Javonte Williams potentially coming back. And also, you hearing the smoke come out that, oh, hey, we're interested in moving Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton. Like, that to me signifies that they're going to try to run the football a bit more. Yeah. And honestly, Jay, like, you look at what Russell Wilson did in Seattle. Like, sure, Pete Carroll wanted to run the ball like it was 1985, but he was lethal as hell in like the play action style scheme. And if you look at what Drew Brees was towards the end, they were just living off of the play action, and they were running the hell out of the football with Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara down there. So I don't think I think you hit the nail on the head again. This is going to be a run heavy team, and scheme up the play action and keep Russ off of his back, because he was sacked. I believe he led the league in 52 sacks throughout the season last year. I mean, that offensive line absolutely got him killed. Now, I will say this, yes, the Broncos are winners. I think this is more Sean Payton's a winner, because at this point, after spending all this money and fixing the offensive line, and if Russ is still bad, like, they can't, Sean can literally say, it's not me. Like, this is Russ at this point. And, they brought in Jarrett Stidham as a quality backup quarterback. So, yeah. Who knows, man? I wonder if Russ is going to have his danger witches ready out in Mile High and all that, get ready to hand the football off. But, I mean, this is definitely a big splash and a big move for Sean Payton for sure.
Yeah, and, the blueprint is there. You're going to basically ground and pound the hell out of the football. You're going to play good defense, which you're a really good defense. And you're going to make sure you mitigate Russell Wilson as much as possible. Now, if you go into the season next year and Russell Wilson goes back to the Seattle Seahawks days of Russell Wilson, then sure. I mean, that's wonderful, because now you got a running attack, you've got a defense to play football with, and then you've got Russell Wilson playing at Seattle Seahawks level. Then you're a Super Bowl contender at that point, right? However, more likely than not, Russell Wilson's not going to get back to that level of play. So this is just Sean Payton hedging his bets. They're going to run the hell out of that football. If you're a fantasy owner, draft the Denver Broncos running backs.
Absolutely. Javonte Williams, even though he's coming off that knee injury, but yes.
All right, Puma, let's talk about some losers of free agency. Now, obviously, a lot can change.